Hey there, it's Marley, aka Type 1 Reader, and welcome to my September TBR video. So as always, I'm going to be talking you through my reading plans for the month of September. Very exciting. It is my birthday month, so love that. We have a few things going on today. I have a bunch of books that I have already pre-planned that I want to read for different reasons, but then we are going to do a little tarot pull to pick the remaining 3 books in my TBR. This is going to be a bit of a longer TBR because so far I'm not really planning to read many fantasy, and hopefully the tarot cards that I pull will not lead to any fantasy, so I can definitely fit in all of these books. The tarot deck we're going to be using today is this cat tarot deck that I have in honor of Peach sitting here with me today. And basically, if you haven't watched any of my other videos where I let tarot cards pick my TBR, because I've been doing it for years, and I can probably leave a playlist below of all of my tarot related videos. But basically what I'll do is I'll do a pull of 2 cards. Obviously both have different meanings, and then I'll try and pick a book from my TBR that fits with the vibe that those 2 cards kind of represent. So instead of it just being 1 card, I like to pick 2 to kind of see like multiple elements that this book should include. Anyways, just how I've been doing it. But before we get into that, the books I already know I want to read, I have 3 that are going to be included in my like monthly reading vlog that I always do. I always do 1 reading vlog and I pick some sort of theme. So this theme, I'm gonna leave it as a mystery, but it is pretty random. As always, you can try and guess down in the comments if you want, but I really think it's impossible. The first book I want to read for that is called Bad Therapy: Why the Kids Aren't Growing Up. This is by Abigail, and it is a non-fiction novel, which is pretty rare on my channel, but this is one that I have been looking forward to read. I believe it is talking about more of the negative effects of therapy on the younger generation, on Gen Z, and how therapy is actually not helpful for some people. Obviously a bit of a controversial opinion. I know there's been a lot of focus in the media in recent years about the good parts of therapy, so I think it'll be interesting to read the opposite perspective. Then I'd also like to read Xoxo. This is by Axie Oh. This is a young adult contemporary romance novel. It seems to be about this girl who meets this guy, classic, and they have this kind of night together of adventure and I think kind of bonding, and then he just disappears, and then she reconnects with him later when she ends up at this, I think, boarding school in Korea, giving XOXO Kitty, which I love that TV show. But yeah, and it turns out he is a K-pop star from Korea, obviously, and then that is, I guess, the romance. So this sounds very fun, lighthearted. I am not personally like a K-pop, K-drama girly, but I definitely see the appeal, so we will check this out. And thirdly, we have My Husband. This is by Ventura and translated by Emma Riordan. This, I guess, is more of like a kind of dark, mysterious contemporary book. It is about a woman who is just like obsessed with her husband, and so I think it's gonna be a kind of weird book where we're just seeing this woman be like weirdly obsessed with her husband, and it's going to take a dark turn apparently. It's a little bit thrillery, so I'm definitely interested to see where this is going to go. I think the blurb says it's giving Gone Girl and that kind of vibe, so I think this sounds cool. I've heard a little bit about it, but not a ton. The next book I have planned is my book club book that I always have with my friends. I think this is the book we're going with for September. Someone put it in the group chat, but it's All the Colors of the Dark by Whitaker. This is a bit of a mixed genre book, which is why it was recommended for the book club. It seems to be kind of thrillery and romantic, so, and also a bit historical because it takes place in 1975 and a bunch of girls are going missing. It seems like a boy ends up saving a girl, and that's like the romance. What is this line here? A missing person mystery, a serial killer thriller, a love story, a unique twist on each. Whitaker has written a novel about what lurks in the shadows of obsession and the blinding light of hope. So sounds pretty interesting. Then the last book that is set is going to be Wrath of the Triple Goddess, which is the 7th book in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series by Riordan. I'm going to be doing a reading vlog, a specific reading vlog for this book, I think, because that's what I did for the last Percy Jackson book. If you don't know, the original series had 5 books. That was the original series. When they were coming out with the recent Disney Plus TV show, Rick decided to come out with a new book to kind of like promote the show as well. And then he decided to split that book into actually 3 books and make this new kind of mini series. I have a review or a reading vlog / review of that book on my channel, which I can link. But basically I was just disappointed with it for a few different reasons. One of them being that he is just totally stretching out this story, this quest that Percy's on. There was no need for it to be made into 3 books, and so it just is really feeling like a money grab for me. But I'm a sucker and I'm gonna buy this next book and read it. But yeah, there's multiple reasons I'm kind of disappointed with where these books are going, but whatever. I'm gonna pick up this next one, I'm gonna vlog it, give my opinions. If they're negative, maybe that will be entertaining, I don't know. But yeah, this is a continuation. So those are the books I have planned. That's 6 books, so it's already a lot, but we're gonna pick 3 more from the tarot cards as I mentioned. So let's get them out of the box here and shuffle them up, put my intention out there. What's my intention? I want more quick and kind of fun books for my birthday month. I would like to see some thrillers, maybe some like romance. Yeah. Oh, wait, should I take this card because it flew out at me? Okay, that will be my first. Another one dropped. Okay, those are the 2 cards that really just came at me here. Okay, so first of all, we have the Fool. And look at this cute little cat. Is it gonna focus? Oh my God. It wants to focus on Peach instead. He is the Fool. Aww. The deck came with this little booklet, so I'm just gonna see what this says. The descriptions are not great from what I remember. Oh, and the Fool is the very first card. So, like a cat forced to wear accessories, we feel foolish sometimes. Okay, I was wondering why this was the Fool. So it's because they made the cat wear this little accessory. This card, first in the deck, reminds us that trailblazers needn't worry about the opinions of others. Catlit curiosity is your guide. The sunny yellow background represents optimism about the venture ahead, and the white rose signifies trust. Whether that will turn out to be misplaced remains to be seen. So I'm getting the vibe of like just a very optimistic character that maybe some people would think is a fool, like maybe they're dumb or naive, but is actually just like a very pure, innocent, kind of cute character. That's what I'm getting, which is leading me towards romance. Let's see what the next card is. So the next one is Justice. Look at this little cat biting a hand, getting justice. Let's see what the booklet says for this. Just because the hand feeds you doesn't mean it doesn't deserve an occasional nip. Peach, you better not be listening. Okay, this card reminds us that actions have consequences and cause is followed by effect. No surprise that this card is associated with cautious, measured Libra, which is what I am. I'm a Libra, and I just was talking about it being my birthday, so that's funny. Fairness will prevail, so play by the rules. Okay, so something giving very Libra vibes, justice, balance, fairness will prevail. Justice will prevail. Okay, putting that together with first card that I said, honestly, this, I make such a challenge for myself. Like, why did I pick 2 cards? So I have to like combine them. Okay, I'm gonna pull over my physical TBR card and take a look, see if there's anything there to prioritize. Ooh, I have an instant idea. All right, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'll continue the Fullmetal Alchemist series. I have volumes 4 and 5, so whether I read just 4 or 4 and 5. In terms of like the optimistic character, I just feel like the main characters in this, like as much as this is like action and has serious moments, they are very like cute and fun main characters, kind of like brave and optimistic, you know? They think they're going to accomplish their goals, the 2 brothers in the series. So I think that fits, and then it definitely fits for the second one too, which is about like getting justice. These people are trying to save the day. I wouldn't say solve crimes, but like they're enacting justice to save people who need saving, right? They're like heroes, basically. So I think it makes sense to continue this series, and I get my dream or my wish of having like shorter, quicker books to get through, because obviously these are manga volumes, so they will not take me as long as like a full-length novel will. Okay, time for our next pull. Should I keep shuffling or just pull from the top? What do you think? Should I pick the next one? Next one we have, oh, such a cute one. He's stretching. And I don't know which one this is based on the photo. This deck's kind of weird. So I'm gonna have to look through this booklet. So apparently this card is 6 of Swords. You're feeling a little low, but you'll soon be moving on from a rough situation, or trying to at least. Your past transgressions are behind you, even if the damage you've done is still glaringly apparent. Everyone can see those tears you've made with your tears you've made with your claws. Whatever the next phase, know that it offers you some opportunity to calm down. It's a bit of a stretch, but if you just go with the flow, something more positive awaits. Okay, so we have a character with more of like a traumatic backstory, potentially, that's trying to move on with their life. Okay, next card is this cat that looks like he's like about to pounce on something. Hello? Can this focus? It wants to focus on Peach. Oh, whatever. All right, this is 8 of Wands, apparently. Stay on your toes. Life's about to speed up in the best way. Too many fun distractions. Which way to look, what to play with first. Like a gust of wind ushered in a million fall leaves to chase, this card ushers in an exciting time. All that effort of chasing and jumping pays off in the form of some quick changes. It might be time for a change of scenery, out of the house and into the backyard to play. Pay attention to grooming. You want to look good for this phase. In matters of the heart, a heady and unexpected romance could be on the horizon. Okay, so it definitely complements the first card about a character going through a change, a new location, a new whatever. And it mentions the new romance. So I think we definitely got to look at a romance book for this one, specifically with a character having a change. Actually, I think I have something on my cart here that might just work. Talking about changing, Begin Again. Perfect, by Emma Lord. This is a either young adult or new adult romance about a character transferring from community college to a more like prestigious school. Yeah, like even the synopsis says Andy learns that the best laid plans are not necessarily the right ones. So it's kind of like she's changing her path, filled with a friend group that feels like family. Andy's empowering journey to find her own way and just kiss already romance. Begin Again is an unforgettable novel of love and starting again. Perfect, honestly, perfectly fits the cards, and it's a quick little cute romance, which is definitely what I wanted. Now our final pull, very exciting. These TBR games are finally going well for me. I don't know if you guys saw, I took a break from doing them because I just kept not liking what the prompts were like making me pick. Okay, hope I didn't just jinx it now. We have this card with the cat with a bunch of little mice. Okay, the hand thing actually works. There's the cat with the mice. We'll check the booklet. 7 of Wands, which apparently is mice in this deck. 7 of Wands, you're no stranger to tenacity and perseverance at all costs. Some may even call it stubbornness. While you may be outnumbered by your enemies, rest assured that your position on that high precipice gives you the distinct advantage. Stand your ground and you'll have no trouble battling them over the edge. You have the upper paw. Rest assured you are in full control. Okay, so basically I see it being a main character who's had to be stubborn and tenacious, has gotten through a lot, battled through a lot already, or is battling a lot. Okay, kind of gives fantasy vibes, honestly, but trying to stay away from that. Okay, the second card to confirm the book is this little cat playing with this toy. Okay, also I'm sorry I'm shaking. I feel like my blood sugar might be low. 6 of something. 6 of Wands, another Wands card. Whatever the question nagging at you, there's a good chance the answer is yes. You have an eye on what you want and everything you need is yours for the swatting. All the hard work you've put in is paying off and your self-confidence is well earned. Your passion shows. This big win is all yours. I guess it kind of goes with the first card of like a person that's working hard and it's whatever they're working hard at is like going well and paying off. This one is a little bit vague, I'm not sure about. Someone working hard and it's paying off. Okay, I don't think there's anything on my physical TBR, to be honest. So let's check my Goodreads TBR, see what we got here. You know what I'm gonna go with randomly? Let's do the Rom-Commers by Katherine Center. Been hearing a little bit of mixed things about this romance, but I absolutely loved The Bodyguard by Katherine Center. It's going to be one of my favorite books of the year. This one, as I said, I've heard mixed things, but I think it fits the cards when it comes to like the main character being successful. Did it say finding a new romance, or I'm making that up? I don't know. No, it was a character just being successful, I think, which wasn't a lot to go on. But in this one, our main character Emma is a screenwriter, or she wants to be a screenwriter, and she spent her whole life trying to be one. And then finally she gets this opportunity to write this script. And so I feel like I see that as like her being successful in her career path. So let's just go with that. In terms of the rest of the plot, so she has to move to LA to write this screenplay. Basically the romance is, so she has to co-write, I guess, this script with this guy. He is terrible. Like they don't get along, so it's gonna be, I guess, more of like an enemies to lovers or not getting along to lovers situation. They have to work together on this script when he like doesn't believe in love and she's trying to write this cute romance, and then obviously they're gonna fall in love in the process. And I really have faith in Katherine Center. I know, let me look at what my friends have rated it. There's a 4-star here, there's a 5-star from Mayor Reeds, who I feel like I trust, but then we have a 2-star from someone that I follow. So yeah, as I said, mixed, but let's give this a go. So that's gonna be my September TBR. I think it worked out pretty well in my favor. Definitely let me know your thoughts down below on if you think I matched the tarot cards to the books well, or if you have thoughts on any of these books that I talked about. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already, and if you want to see my reviews of all of these books later in the month. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you next time in my next video. Bye!